Hello everybody, let's take a look at the diminished scale. So we're dealing with type 1 here. Type 1 is called a whole half diminished scale. So let me just add it, diminished scale. So whole half diminished scale. So type 2 is the reverse, half whole. So we're dealing with the first type, whole half diminished scale. So basically it's built from alternating whole steps and half steps. For example, if you start with C, these would be the scale tones, C, D, E flat, F, G flat, A, B. And if you check the interval, whole step here, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step. All right? Take some moment and work this out on your own. If we take a moment to look at the chord tones of C diminished 7 chord, they are C, E flat, G flat, and B double flat. So root, flat 3, flat 5, and double flat 7. B double flat here is just A. And let's compare these two. So C, we got it here. If we look for deliberately the chord tones of C diminished 7 chord here, then we have C, we have E flat, and then the G flat, and then B double flat. B double flat is really just A. All right. So we have 4 chord tones, and we also have 4 tensions. All right, so let's see there. Let's look at the interval. So I can say C diminished scale with alternating whole step and half steps, or simply say whole half diminished scale. It's basically just a C diminished 7 chord plus whole step tensions. If you check these interval, they are a whole step above a chord tone, a diminished chord tone. So D is a whole step above C. G flat is, F is a whole step above E flat. A flat is a whole step above G flat. And B is a whole step above A. So whole step. Tensions. All right. Cool. And just to further elaborate on this, from the C diminished 7 chord, you can actually construct a whole half diminished scale by adding whole step tensions. That's going to be C, D, since it's a whole step above C, all right? And the F, because that's a whole step above E flat. A flat, because that's a whole step above G flat. And finally, B note, because that's a whole step above B double flat. So we can use C diminished scale over C diminished 7th chord. And the diminished 7 chord can either be a passing chord or a 5 dominant 5/7 subchord. All right. So basically, you can use C diminished scale over any type of diminished chord. All right. That's it. We'll do some exercises in the next video.